let's talk about the new elected attorney general that we're going to have in a couple of years.
Yes, let's talk about that, because a lot of people feel that you were the inspiration for that ballot measure that was passed last
absolutely.
week.
And these folks do not realize what they are doing, because an elected attorney general would have said, now, wait a minute. These documents are crucial to the public's understanding of whether this individual is running a legitimate operation. The idea that it's, quote, political, what the hell does that mean?
Well, everything in government is political. But, the move to having an elected attorney general in the city started well before you. It's back when you were suing the city, not representing the city. It was back in the 1990s. That's when it was first discussed.
That's why he's here. He's the institutional memory.
Apart from the politics of what you're doing now, do you think it's a good idea to have an elected attorney general he or she can, in fact, do independent probes into how other government officials are behaving?
I think it's a crazy idea myself. I think if you're going to have an elected attorney general, the elected attorney general should have all the powers of the U.S. attorney. So this individual has the full scope of powers. This is a corporation counsel in the guise of an attorney general. And what you're going to do, Tom, whoever runs for attorney general is not going to be a successful lawyer in private practice. He's going to have to go out. He's going to have to raise money. And once he raises money, he's going to be beholden to those folks. And there's going to be a new seat of power in the district government. You got the city council, you got the executive, you got the Congress, and now you're going to have the attorney general. The first thing he's going to think about, just like Elliot Spitzer and Mario Cuomo and McDonald when they were all attorneys general.
And every governor candidate in Virginia is a former Cuccinelli.
Cuccinelli, is he going to be satisfied being attorney general?
But what's wrong with having the politics? I mean, where you have people get to vote and you have these competing centers of power so that people can be held in check.
People feel that right now, some people feel, the people who supported this measure, is that the Attorney General is too close to the mayor, and specifically they point to you as an example, a family friend of the Fentys who becomes the Attorney General, supposed to represent the city, and in their view, you represented the mayor more than you did the
Well, let me
city.
speak to that. I spoke for myself, and I think that's what was unusual, that in this administration you had an Attorney General who spoke for himself. The mayor supported what I did, but I didn't have a situation where the mayor said, I want to take this position, you've got to help me. It made absolutely no difference that the mayor was a friend, that the mayor's father has been a long-time friend. I was in private practice for 45 years. I built my reputation on integrity. I was successful. I sued the city for over 45 years because of its egregious misconduct. That I was a handmaiden for the mayor is simply ridiculous. When we went after the slumlords and the used car guys and the payday lenders and the brothel owners and the Verizons and the AT&T and the mortgage lenders and all of these entities, it wasn't the mayor whose job I was doing. I was doing my job. And when I leave this office, the one thing I'll be able to say is that everything I did was legitimate in my view and fully supported by the lawyers and staff that work for me.